All right, what's up, listeners? Today, unbeknownst to me, I guess, I am the host because of some shenanigans that Blaze did. Yeah, now we're here. So, I am in charge of Up Your Experience for today. This is my podcast. I am taking over.
Oh my god, dude.
So, there's some things I'd like to talk about, and actually, there's actually nothing I'd like to talk about. It has been an uneventful week whatsoever.
Dude.
I have no agenda. I will be doing what I usually do, going off topic. We'll be randomly doing stuff. It'll be like this meme that I sent Blaze that I said, "This is how our podcasts go," right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking it up real quick because it's right here. It's a picture of a bear in a cave, right? And it says, "Skeleton of a bear in Bear's Cave, Romania." And then someone goes, "Wonder why it's called that." And this is me. It goes, "This sent me down a massive historical rabbit hole, but long story short, it's called Romania because there were once Romans there."
Oh my god. I read that and I was like, "Yep, that's it. That is us right there. We did it."
All right, but anyways, Blaze, you play any good games this week?
Yeah, I guess we should kind of talk about how this came to be. So, I was making incentives for the birthday stream, and
Somehow I became a damn incentive. I don't know how.
oh
this
yeah.
worked
You
out.
know what? We could show this. I can actually show this on the recording. So I made this, and
I had no idea.
I was like, okay.
Like, I was volunteered. This is BS. That's what I'm saying.
I was like, we could do some giveaways for the first thing. So like, we'd already passed the sub goal, so I did giveaways. $50. We already passed that. I did giveaways. And then $100 for Guardians Mental Health meant I have to get a second star in Hachi. I got to do that, which is unfortunate. And I was like, dude, what could $150 be? And I was like, oh, Bats has to host the podcast.
Yeah, which I will say this. Shout out to, what was it, Backlash?
Backlash came through with a $70 dono last night.
As soon as I was like, this is something I don't want to do. Y'all just need to be gifting subs.
Yep.
Don't donate shit.
Here's what's
Backlash,
funny.
$50 and then made it. I was like, what is this?
Here's what's funny. Because not only did this happen, I also have to write a new parody song, and I have so many ready to go. Like ideas, not the songs. I have so many ideas ready to go.
Okay,
but like we're 17 subs away from the Hachiman emote that everybody's been like wanting me to get.
You'll be like one short and then have to start all over.
And I was like, oh, because I was like, okay, I need to make like the next sub goal like something people would really want. Like we were at 33 subs. I was like, what can we make it incentive wise for the Twitch channel? I was like, Hachiman emote. I'll shell out some money for that.
Which makes sense now because Hachi slaps.
Dude, it's so funny,
I think he's great right now. What'd they do to his one? They added crit or some crap?
Added power to it. That's all they did.
Power? Does it crit if you get crit?
Yeah, it can crit. It's an auto. It doesn't do, but like it does extra power. But like, so if you're building crit, it would hit a harder crit. But like if you're building crit on Hachi, you're probably not having a fun time. I don't think that god's good at crit. I don't know. That's just my take on that.
I will say I built him pretty much attack speed with a pin, and it felt pretty nice.
I turned 35 this week. We had a birthday stream, and it was a good time. We played a bunch of Smite, and the plan was to play golf with your friends. But
I slept this whole time. I'm not even gonna joke.
Yeah, you don't know. There's gonna be a new segment added to the stream thanks to the birthday stream. And it's gonna be a marbles league. Where each week
I'm not gonna be there.
Why?
I lose at marbles.
Dude,
it always kicks me off the map. It's like, hey, Bats, how you go? Woo! That's all it does.
I ran like 10 marbles races in a row or something like that. Maybe it was 8. I don't know. Some not okay amount of marbles races. And I gave away games for every single one of these. And so if you won, you got a copy of a video game. And it was random games. I think Ember like donated Naruto, Boruto, Shinobi Strikers. I had given away like Wander Song. Oh God, what else? Kingdom Crown, whatever that game is called. I gave away so many games. I don't know. But I gotten raided right as this, like right before this happened, by someone named Angelic Bunny, who was streaming. They were karaoke that night, but they normally do modded Minecraft. And a bunch of their community was like enjoying the fact that I was casting the marbles races. And I had some other people in there as well. They're like, "Yo, why aren't we doing marbles races more often on stream, like casted?" And I was like, "Yo,
that would be kind of funny.
if that's what we want, so I'm gonna figure this out, and we're gonna have a marbles league, and we'll have it like reset like every like 6 weeks or something. And I think I'm gonna set it like Mario Kart. We'll do like, I don't know, 6 to 10 races a week, and then you get points based off your placement in the top 8, kind of like Mario Kart. So that way it kind of evens it out, and it's random, but I think it'll be a fun time.
Oh, and before we get too far into things, since this is my podcast today, I would just like to state, Office Computer 88, you know, I support your comment, but I'm gonna need a little bit more details on that comment.
Yeah. Cringe
nothing.
tells me nothing. If you're gonna type cringe,
that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, if you're gonna type cringe on like as a comment, I'm gonna I thumbs up and like that one.
I need details. I'd like a report. You know, if you want to Google Doc me something, go right ahead. I'll read it out.
Doc me something, dude.
Seeing as I'm only the host for today, I'm not even gonna care after it.
Yeah, I mean, like, give me some depth.
Until some shenanigans where apparently I'm a dono thing. See,
look,
I feel like I got baited into this.
I mean, yes, but like, here's the deal, Bats.
And the fact that people wanted this, that drives me even more nuts.
Dude, it could be worse, right? Could be killing my teammates in PUBG. Doing the quick scope 180 on boss.
Yeah, but you saw with me, I just somehow instinctually just fight back.
Yeah, that's true.
Level 3 equipment.
That's true. That man did take my level 3 equipment. Unfortunate.
Dude,
let's see.
I just freaked out, instant 180 and...
True. I went to Topgolf for my birthday, and they have like an Angry Birds thing now, and you can put it on beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and you have to hit it at the targets on the course in order for the Angry Bird to hit the thing on the screen, like you're playing Angry Birds on your phone.
I was going to say, maybe explain a little bit what Topgolf is.
Yeah, so Topgolf is like if you go to a driving range, except they have like giant holes in different colors, and like they're spread out like a target, like a dartboard. And obviously the closer you get to the center, the higher score you get in those holes. And it's like I don't know how many levels they have. I think they usually have like 4 or 5 levels that it goes up. So it's a good time, but it actually like will track the ball. They have tracking on like how hard you hit it, how far it went. And that's why you should go watch Birdie Wing.
I knew that was coming.
Because you can live out your Birdie Wing dreams, dude.
Dude is obsessed with this.
Yeah, I had to throw it full circle. What else am I doing? There's gonna
be a moment where Blaze and I go to Europe to enter in a golf tournament.
Yeah, dude, sign me up. I'm gonna slice that joker every single time. I used to golf when I was younger, and I was so good, and then I golf now, and I'm so bad.
See, I don't know how it would be. So I golfed when I was younger, but I wasn't allowed to golf the way I needed to golf.
Yeah.
So let me explain. I played baseball growing up, right? And I bat left-handed. And my coach told me I'm not allowed to golf left-handed because it'll affect my swing, because it'll make me want to swing lower. So I had to golf right-handed if I wanted to golf. And you want to talk about a handicap.
What kind of backwards?
You know, and it actually makes sense because I used to go golfing a lot. Like, I mean, it was like every weekend. And this was around like when I was... So I did it when I was younger, but I really got into golfing right when I was like 21 through 25, mainly because you could get up in the morning, go to the golf course, and drink a shit ton. True. And it was all for charity.
It's all for charity. Yeah, that's very golf-esque. Yes, that is a very golf thing.
So, and like while I was playing baseball, like, because our coach made this like very clear. He's like, "Do any of you golf?" And you're like, yeah. And you're like, okay, you're not allowed to golf like that unless you like, because he knew I was ambidextrous So like I throw right-handed, but I'm
Yeah.
bat left-handed and everything. And he goes, "You're gonna have to golf right-handed because if you start golfing left-handed, you're gonna lower your swing, and when
Yeah.
you're swinging at the ball, you're gonna." And I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." And I just never got a pair of left-handed clubs, which
So,
I think I need to now because I don't play ball anymore.
fun facts of the day. Throwback to whatever episode it was that I talked about why don't they use screws for fences. I found out why. Don't get me wrong. Looks better. Okay, I'm just saying when you're doing your fence because
Wait.
we're talking about this before. Yeah,
I use screws for fences.
yeah. Remember we talked about
me
this.
get-
That in my
You
head,
just don't pre-drill your hole before you drill it.
I
in.
don't. I don't. No.
Yeah, see, you got to pre-drill it.
No, forget that. That's for
How
for
you
kids.
Split the wood.
That's for kids. Anyways,
No,
like-
let me guess. You split some boards.
no. I actually. It's because I was reading that screws, as far as when it comes to like weather conditions, they were saying were more malleable than nails are.
Really?
I don't think I believed this.
I don't, because my deck is all screws, and
Yeah.
I got like weathered deck screws. I have like 4 different
I'm
sets.
I'm
for,
calling
like,
your
everywhere
shenanigans
at.
Dr. Googs. Okay? I fixed my fence this week, and look, there is one board that looks great out there with screws in it because that was my test board.
There's one board that doesn't look great. Whatever that picture you sent me, it looks like it needs a little bit more work.
And then the rest of them look good, okay? So the one looks great, the other ones look good. If the good ones fall before the great one, that's my experiment. I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out there.
Hey, that's what I'm doing with my car right now.
Dude,
So I sent a picture
it's
to
so
Blaze.
funny because I've had the issue you're having, I've had before on one of my older cars. And they tried to charge me some crazy amount for the radiator and the fan, and I looked at them and I was like, I can do this for myself. And I did
Okay.
for like a tenth of the money.
Since I'm the host, I can tell this story now. Okay, let me start off. So those of you that have been listening, I'm pretty sure I talked about one of my cars where it's been a pain in the butt. I never explained what it was, but it was a whole bunch of crap with the brakes where I had to have the ABS modular actually bleed the system because of some crap that GM decides to do to make you have to take it to a mechanic. Well, I ended up just getting an OBD2 scanner that does it for me. So I was
Yeah.
like, screw you guys. I'm not taking it anywhere. Well, I got that fixed. Then come to find out that my Fusion had a recall. So I was like, okay, while it's there, the airs never worked. If I turn on the AC, like the engine overheats. So I haven't used the AC for like 3 years. I was like, whatever. I'm in the fixing mood. Run a diagnostic.
You think you're in
and
the
stuff.
fixing mood. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
I was like, I got one car done. I'm a mechanic. Let's go. Bring it on. So-
Yeah, dude.
So they run this diagnostic, which let me tell you is $174. I don't know what the hell you're doing as $174. but
Okay.
I would like a
Yes.
chart that says.
Can we
like,
talk about
hey,
what a diagnostic is real quick? They plug a machine in. That's it.
That's all. Now, I would get if this machine took up like what 300 kilowatts of electricity every time you use it or some crap. I don't even know. I'm not a electrician.
This is
either,
like
so I
going to
don't
get an
know.
MRI.
Yeah.
Where like it costs like $3,000 for the MRI. And I'm like, bro.
Let's just talk about just for visiting the doctor to tell
Yeah.
you what you already had. Like if you go to the doctor, you're like, I have a cold.
have
And
a
they're like,
cold.
okay, we'll have to look at you. Yep, well, you have a cold. I'm gonna prescribe this. $300.
Yeah. Sorry, I
was like,
I
you
really
just-
just derailed us. I look, the roles have been truly reversed. I have
But
been
anyway,
freed.
So, $170 later, they call me back and they're like, "Hey, it's your grill shutter. That's where we're gonna start." So, in other words, they don't even know it's my grill shutter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just start
Yeah. We love that.
$11.75. And it was so funny because I was like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Can you repeat that price again?" He was like, $1,175. I was like, I still don't think I'm hearing you right. Can you explain?
Oh no,
to
no,
me?
you're hearing them right.
And they're like, well, the part is $600, and then with time, labor, and diagnostic, it all equals out to $11.75. And I went, I'll just pay for the diagnostic.
Yeah, dude.
So then my fancy brain goes, I'm just gonna do this myself. Now I never knew what a grill shutter was, so I had to look this up because I was like, I mean, all my cars, I have an '06, an '04, and like I had another '06 and then like a '88. So none of my cars have ever had a grill shutter.
Yeah.
But I looked it up and I was like, what the heck is this thing? It's literally just removing the front panel and then taking off 2 bolts.
It's like when you go and they say that you need your cabin air filter taken out. And you're like, oh, and they're like, we're gonna charge you $150 for this, and all you do is you grab your glove box on most cars and you push in, pull it out. Oh man, there's a cabin air filter, and you grab it out and you go buy a new cabin air filter and you go boop, done, and it cost you like $100 less.
Now, granted, there are some cars that have those little push pins that are annoying.
Okay, yeah, but that's not a. Look, here's the deal, okay? That's not $100 inconvenience to me.
I know. So literally, I'm looking at my car. I read what it was, and it's like, oh, the push pins are gonna. I was like, ha! I got a push pin puller. I got a push pin pliers. I'm good to go. I'm ready for this.
That's like, so I was born for this time.
Dude, I started taking it apart, and I was like, no, they're right. My shutter's closed. I get it. It's probably broke. So I open it up. I turn the car on. I run the AC full blast. I'm looking. I go, my damn fan doesn't work. So I have one fan running and one fan not, and I'm sitting there going, you ran a full diagnostic.
Yeah.
And you didn't even tell me that my fan doesn't work?
Yeah.
So what? Was that going to be your next problem after you charged me $11.75? Go, oh, well, we found out it wasn't necessarily that. It could have been that. But now we're going to charge you.
We found out one of your fans wasn't spinning.
So I said, screw it. I bought both the grill shutter and a radiator fan. Dual radiator fan for under $500.
Yes, sir.
Now I realize why I shouldn't be doing this, because like I told Blaze today, because I was like, hey, we're going to need to do the podcast in the afternoon, which is the afternoon right now.
Yeah.
Because I got into a little bit more than I think I should be able to be handling right now, because I had the whole front end of my car torn apart. I mean, headlights off, grill off, grill shutter off, wheel hubs, or not wheel hubs, but wheel well off, wheels off. I'm like, I got it.
Yeah, Bats is in deep, dude. That's the problem with like working on cars. Is like it's the same thing as you're working on like AC units too. But like you get to a point where you're like, dang, maybe I should have just paid them the money. Like, hey, am I in too deep? You're like me with the dishwasher, bro.
Bats proofed it. All right, I took pictures. Yeah, I have all my little bolts and every little piece in Ziploc baggies labeled to what it goes to.
I don't know. Have I ever told this story of my wife's old Kia on the podcast? I don't think I have. I don't even know if you've heard it. So, God, dude. My wife had this crappy
Welcome
Kia.
To Car Talk.
Had this crappy Kia. Like, she had to get a new car, and her dad got tired of looking for cars, and they're like, they just decide on this Kia. Like, the Kia died off the lot. Off the lot, died.
Oh my gosh.
But they'd already bought it. Like, yeah, that type of deal, right? And
I mean, my car did that, technically,
dude,
but they just replaced the battery.
No, they didn't do that. That would have made sense. This thing was a piece of junk. And we're living, like, she was living in Atlanta. I was living here in Tennessee, and I was driving back and forth because I was waiting for my job to, like, start in Atlanta.
Right.
And she calls me on, like, a Thursday evening. She's like, I need you to come down this weekend. I know you weren't planning on coming down this weekend. You're planning on, like, you know, you had some stuff you want to do. I need you to come down. I was like, what's up? She's like, so the front end fell off the car. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean it fell off the car? And her front bumper had just, like, fallen.
Push pin rotten?
Who knows, bro? So I go up to Atlanta. It's like a 4.5 hour drive. I drive up there like Friday night. I look at it and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. So I'm looking at it, and any semblance of attaching that thing back to whatever it attached to before did not exist. Like, it had rusted and just broke.
Duct tape, bro.
So, oh no. See, you would think zip ties and duct tape are the answer. But I was making sure that, like, this thing was never coming off again, ever. And I went and bought aircraft metal glue. No, I bought that. I bought the aircraft glue. I bought some sheet metal screws, washers on the backside. You would have never known that joker fell off. And I promise you, if that car still exists to this day, that front bumper is still on there. The rest of the stuff, other stuff might be falling off, but that front bumper is not coming off that car.
See, I feel that. I feel it. That's where I'm at now with the few. Like, there's literally I don't even know what it is. It's like a support bracket or just bracket in general.
Yeah.
That I know if I get it off, I can move the radiator
Mm-hmm.
get to the fan because everything else is just so squished together. There's no way I can do it.
Yep.
And the problem is I watched a damn video that told me all I have to do is pull the damn fan out,
Yep.
and it was a lie.
Yep. I've been there, dude.
It's like, oh, there's like 3 screws, and you just whoop and then put the new one in. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. All I can say is whoever invented, I think they call them like mechanical wrenches, electrical wrenches, whatever they are. You are a genius, and I love you.
I have so many things to say about those, and how, like they're so great. But when you're in a situation where you're fixing a car and you're younger, like I was like 17 when I was working on my Mustang, and I had to do a complete engine transmission swap, and the first one went wrong. Because we got it all put together and they sold me the wrong intake manifold. I told them they sold me the wrong intake manifold. They told me I was
I
wrong.
remember this.
And I shot antifreeze 2-story up in the air and I had to redo the whole thing myself the second time, which really I think they should have had to redo after I put in all my manual labor. But that's another talk for another time. I was out there working on this part, trying to get it attached for God knows how long. And my stepdad comes outside and he goes, "Hey, man, you want to see something cool?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" Bust out one of those mechanical wrenches, done. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me about that? He goes, sometimes you gotta learn to appreciate things through doing hard work. I said, what do you think I've been out here doing?
That's great.
I was heated. Anyways,
Dude, I honestly love mine. I was skeptical at first, right? $61.
No, those things are cracked. Those things are cracked.
Two batteries, a charger, like 6 sockets, an extension, and then because it's a 3/8 wrench and it has a quarter adapter onto it.
Yeah, those things are dope, dude. I'm not knocking them.
And I was like, I don't know, because Milwaukee's $300.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, I knew I wasn't spending that. $300 without a battery, mind you.
Yeah.
F you, Milwaukee.
Yeah, you're out here buying it.
It's
like a Shure mic without the amp, dude. Yeah. You buy the Shure mic for like $597. You're like, oh, I'm good to go, and then you realize that you need the cloud or you need the amplifier. That's another $100.
Cloud lifter.
Yeah, and you're like, God dang it.
But I was like, so I got this one, and I was like, I don't know how well it'll work. I've been using it for like 4 days straight, just tearing. Like, I mean, I showed a picture to Blaze. I have the whole front end just off.
True.
Besides 2 bolts that I have to wait until I get. I have to jack up my car, take the wheels off, but I need car blocks, and I don't have any. And I get them Monday, because knowing my luck, which has been on a roll lately of downhill, I'm gonna jack that car up, and it's gonna go straight down the hill that it's parked on.
But you know what the good luck of the week is, though, Bats? We did win our AGL set.
Oh, that is true. Oh, we didn't talk about that.
No, we didn't. No, we did not. No, because I started with the middle of the week.
We did it Monday.
No, we didn't talk about it on the podcast. We did it. We recorded before. We recorded in the afternoon and we played our set that night.
No.
Yes,
we did.
No, we did not. I know we didn't because it's on this week's notes. I keep a note sheet.
Oh no, we talked about how we got into AGL.
Yeah, we didn't talk about how we were.
All right. Now we go into up your experience topics. We're talking about gaming. Obviously, I was cracked the whole time in this game.
Yeah.
Some
of the best Smite Bats has ever played. Honestly, actually,
I found out how mid is. Mid is easy. All you have to do is stay alive and make sure mid stays with you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Stay
alive.
You
don't have to get killed. You don't have to do anything. You just make sure mid stays in mid, and you're good to go.
Yeah, stay alive, and just throw out abilities.
Like, honestly,
one thing you don't do is go attack a Phoenix.
Nah, that's a lie.
Which is what the good thing is that didn't happen during this set, so we're good.
You know what? I'm just gonna bring it up right now. Both times you're talking about this Phoenix. So the first time, this is during the AGL relegations, right? We won by getting the mid Phoenix down and then attacking the Titan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Halfway. If you rewatch it, halfway I did it.
No, that's how we're gonna spin this. I'm not hearing this, dude.
Second time, Second time for our league match, it was straight down mid. That's right.
Okay.
That's how I roll.
If that's what you want to believe. The enemy jungler did get batsed during game 2 of this set. And that's when I was playing. I guess we should talk about game 1 first. Game 1, they gave me
No. You can now call it Kenny because he got annihilated by archers yesterday
So
as a support.
game 1 yesterday, Monday. I got Martikaros. And that was a fun time. Not for the enemy team, but I had a blast.
Was that game 1 or game 2?
That was game 1 because they banned Marty game 2.
Oh, that's right. And then they took my Baba, so I had to play Merlin.
No, you played Merlin game 1, and they played Baba, and you're like, dude, I wanted to play Baba, and you played Baba game 2.
I was mad. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Martikaros
By the way, Baba not
is good.
stacking, I don't even know why you pick Baba.
True. I mean, but Martikaros, that god's dumb. Literally, I was doing some stupid stuff, and if you want to go back and watch the VOD's up. It's buried behind some Diablo stuff I'll talk in a minute about, but it is actually stupid how much lifesteal that character has. There's a point in how we won the game, like we're in a fight at Left Phoenix, or like approaching Left Phoenix, and I go up, because it's my only way to live. I go into death from above, and as I'm coming down, I'm like, guys, I'm dead. Like, there is no way I live here. And Hockey gets an Odin ult down, and it keeps the Kurnos from being able to auto-attack me because he has to hit the wall. I immediately kill him as I land, and Asmore pops a shell. And if you watch the clip's in Discord, and you can go find it. It says, I think Majin labeled it Blazegasm or something like that. Because if you watch my screen, I'm like left, right, 180, 360. Like, I'm doing all sorts of crazy. It does not make any sense, and the whole enemy team dies.
Yep.
Wild.
Pretty much.
Like we were working as such a cohesive unit that game. It was insane. Game 2.
I think it was both games we actually
Game 2 we were good. We just have to quit giving up objectives. That's what it comes down to. Like
it was all Blaze's fault for saying, we're perfectly fine until Blaze brings up we need objectives.
Yeah.
That's how it happens. That's
True.
literally how it happens every
we
time.
We got to win the game. We almost threw like a 12k gold lead game 2. I was getting really frustrated. But the enemy jungler thought it was a good idea to come gank me, and I called this was going to happen. I wanted the tower, and I was like, dude, this rat's going to come to gank me, and I'm Hachi, man. And I see him bouncing around the stupid trees through the cosmos. And as he goes to land on me, I pop beads. He doesn't get the knockup. He dashes me and throws out the acorns. None of the CC matters because I got beads for all of it. Like, best quality beads of my comp career, possibly. Like, I mean, I literally got everything.
Oh, of comp career. I was going to say, yesterday you had a good beads where you were bragging about, man.
Yeah, it's true. I did have a good one. Nuts. But
I thought I had you too.
Dude, this rat thought he could step up to me. And I'm like, boop, 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 boop. I die. And I just start yelling at the archers. I'm like, archers, do your job. Archers, 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 archers. And I just watched the arrows go tink, tink, tink. And Ratatasker died.
So really,
it felt so
good. Stepped up to the archers.
Yeah, he shouldn't have too. I don't know. But we won game 2 with Gacto.
About that game.
Gacto got a crazy chase down onto the Shiva as Vimana. And then I was that's from the AGL set. I was Apollo game 2 of this set because wasn't I? Yes. And I did this stupid, I was, because I was into Rama and I built this stupid Odibo build. If you want a fun time in your games and you're playing ADC, you should go play Apollo. And you should not build a starter item. You should build Odysseus Bow. Tier 2. It is a stupid start, and it goes so well with his passive. It is absolutely dumb. But Gacto had a huge chase down on this Shiva. And I think I was like, guys, I'm going to Gactyl. Like, we were talking about pulling gold, and I was like, I'm just going to dive Gactyl. And he kills Shiva. I'm landing, right? And as I'm landing, if you're watching the video, you're getting a nice diagram of my hands doing all this. as I'm landing, the Rama dashes, his dash ends his, I land, he gets knocked up, and I kill him. It was, I mean, it couldn't have been more perfectly timed when we won that game. Comp Smite was fun last week.
So we won our first comp game. Yeah.
Felt really good.
I have nothing notable.
Dude,
Game
game one was good for you. Game 2 did not feel good, I don't think. I think you were pretty mad game 2, but I don't blame you.
Game 2 was all right. I got dove a lot, but if we're gonna be honest, like, so game 2, I was Baba. They had Scylla, and Scylla kept wanting to rotate, but I would not allow her to rotate.
Yeah.
At all. Like every time she'd go, oh, I'm rotating, she'd go back behind green. I was like, I'm hitting your tower then. So she'd have to come back, and it stopped I'm a monster from obliterating the team because she would just use it on me or she'd use it as an escape.
That's the game I was rotating as Apollo.
hand.
Dude, I was wreaking havoc in mid. Because I would just come over, I'm like, I'm in mid. I wouldn't even ult over. I would just come running through the jungle.
Now this is after the whole Blaze experience. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm behind.
Dude, that's because because it's so frustrating. I'll like rotate and we get nothing. And I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like I've lost 2 waves of farm. Oh my God. It's so bad.
Every time too, this is how it starts out. 10 minutes in. I'm not doing it again. 2 seconds later. I got all back up. I'm coming in.
I have to, dude. Like it's if they're low, I gotta do it.
Wipe the team. I guess I'm doing this more now.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 this week. I've been doing because Iron Banner is going on. I've been playing some of the story, and I think I talked about this last week. In fact, I know I did. But dying 1% to a boss is not fun, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, you did.
I just wanted to say that again. I still don't like it, but game's really good.
Does.
And then other than that, I have been on what we like to call. Actually, I need to say 2 other things. Assault with Azamor on Smite. We had 5 tanks. We rolled 4 times and still had 5 tanks. And I'm upset about this. I'm upset. And then last night we did community night for Smite night and had a really good time. It was a blast. Did some custom games.
Unfortunately, I was only there for like a couple, but
I only played for like 2 hours because I have been on the grind, Bats.
Yeah, I know you have.
I am trying to be one of the first 1,000 to hit level 100 on Diablo 4 Hardcore. And I'm not happy with where I am right now. Let me start there. I'm level 44 since launch. I was hoping to be level 50 last night, but I hit a point of exhaustion between just everything going on in life. Like I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4. A lot of Diablo 4. Like I think I played 17 hours the first 2 days, and I dropped another like 5 hours last night. The first person to hit level 100 happened today. First one in the world was a casual, like, softcore playthrough, hit level 100 after, like, 54 hours of play. The top player in hardcore right now is at, like, level 87. And if you don't know how hardcore Diablo works, that means if you die, it's over. You have to start again.
Yep.
So I'm level 44. I have pretty much been playing blind. I've been playing solo and blind. So what that means is I've been playing by myself, and I have no idea when anything's going to happen. I don't know. I didn't look up any builds ahead of time. I didn't look at anybody else's builds, and I'm just doing my own thing. Now, I've seen a couple videos since because I've just scrolled through like TikTok or YouTube and just see what's going on, and I don't see very many sorcerer videos, but when I do, it's not my build, and I will stand by the fact I think my build's pretty darn good. I've tested some other stuff, but I think I'm onto something with what I'm doing in being a frost mage with hydras. But that's a story for another time, I suppose. I just have to say the game is incredibly good. I know there's been some launch issues for PlayStation. They had like a licensing issue. Other than that, here's the I guess just start with the problems because Bats hasn't got to play. In fact, do you have any other games you want to talk about, Bats? I know you've been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Before I go on a rant.
Well, I mean, we're still kind of talking about your games.
Okay, that's fine.
My game.
Okay, I can rant. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can definitely rant.
Okay, so let me clarify several things. I've been knocking out a bunch of house projects. I've been doing this Diablo stuff, and my grandfather passed away this week. So like I've just been like mentally all over the place, and I lost respect for the.
That.
I appreciate it, man.
That before.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, I could be completely honest and frank with everybody. He had dementia, and was not in a great spot. So his like quality of life had dropped pretty drastically.
No, I know that happened to my grandma, and that's. I don't know. I wish that upon nobody. That's like
no, it's awful, dude. Like dementia is no joke. So I knew it was coming because he's on hospice. I just didn't know when it was coming. And I think just with everything else I have going on, I just like mentally I've been all over the place. This morning I went for a run in my new carbon fiber trail shoes and I bit it. And let me tell you, losing respect for the trail and cutting up your arms and legs gives you a great mental reset. Let me tell you that. Fun facts. But so does Diablo, because Diablo has been teaching me the aspect of I can't be too aggressive in my play. So some of the negatives of the game that I've seen was the licensing issue. There's also a quest of an elite mob that I saw today where the elite mob just spawns like 100 of itself. Not intended. So if you run across that in your hardcore playthrough, haha, funny to you, I hope you lived. Another issue I personally have, and I don't know if it's been a big issue, I was in a mission for this, like a story mission, and the game actually got a bug to where I couldn't cast any abilities. So I was trying to cast stuff and I couldn't, which is a big feels bad on a hardcore playthrough. So luckily, I customized my scroll wheel to have a scroll of escape, and I just had to restart the whole mission, but I didn't do it that night. But basically, I've been on the grind on this game. And I have to say, overall, it's really good. The build diversity, the legendary armor stats, I haven't even got to the Paragon levels yet. I can't even imagine how the game's going to open up at that point. But the Paragon, the build diversity and the things that can happen with legendary armor thus far are really, really good. I've also only seen 2 goblins in my playthrough thus far.
Really?
And I'm level 44. But like, you can get crazy stuff. Like I have an item that gives me +1 to all defensive abilities, which means if I go into my ability tree, it gives me +1 on all the defensive ones.
That's crazy.
What's cool about this is you have a thing called enchantments. And enchantments is you take one of your abilities and it gives it a passive that applies to your whole kit. So for instance, Frost Nova is a mage ability. There is a Frost Nova. The enhancement for Frost Nova is if you're using a conjuration spell, which I do, I use Hydras, it can proc Frost Nova at any time.
Oh, yeah.
And like
dude,
like the enchantment feature of the game is just so good.
All I gotta say is you better be able ready to do a regular playthrough after you're done with this grinding crap.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I already have like plans. I have plans of what I want to play next.
On the back burner because it's like I don't have the commitment or anything to be dealing with that. Like what Blaze wants to do. Which did you say what you wanted to do?
I want to hit level 1. I want to be one of the first 1,000 to hit level 100. I know I won't be in the top 10 or the top 50, probably not even the top 100. But like if I'm in the top 1,000, I get my name on this statue and I get the special in-game title. I'm having a celebration, dude. Because like it's taught me to be very reserved in my gameplay and really think about how I approach fights. Now, I've had a couple shenanigans. Like I was in a dungeon and I walked through like a thing where like it set up the next room. And the setup for the next room, it spawned me in backwards and all the enemies on top of me, and I almost lost my run on that. Like I was terrified. I was like, no. And I like started spamming all my ice abilities for CC, which is why I'm running the build I'm currently running. It gives me huge CC on enemies, which is desperately needed. But there's a clip of that in Discord too. I've just been having a really good time. My favorite feature in the game right now is the fact that anytime you enter a dungeon, there is a chance that the butcher spawns. He spawned for me at level 18. And I saw that man, and earlier on, Ember had encountered him at level 9 and got like hit 4 times and died. I encountered him, and I started throwing out stuff. I saw that I wasn't doing much damage, and I said, that's a thing for a future Blaze problem, and I dipped. because I was in a dungeon that had very, very small corridors that were like almost like a line that he took up all of. And I was like, I'm not risking my run at this point just for that. I don't know if you kill him if he respawns. I don't know if he comes back. I don't know. That's a future Blaze problem. But I will say, like, so far the game is really good. I just want my dang horse, man. Which apparently is like going through story missions, but I'm in Act 3 and still don't have my horse. So that's a little weird. I'll figure that out eventually. The cool thing is,
I was like, I don't remember.
Well, the cool thing is you can go to any point of the story you want from the get-go. Like, you can go into Act 1, 2, or 3. So if it happens in Act 3, like, obviously the thing is, if you want your horse early, if you don't care about story, you could just go straight into Act 3 stuff and get your horse, then go do the rest of the game. I don't know. So far,
they do that in the beta, right?
Not that I don't know. I didn't go that far.
I don't remember.
I just have to say, like, so far the game is really, really good. And I've just been really enjoying it. There's been, like, a few hiccups, but, like, I'm having issues. So if you go look at my VODs for stream, I think my biggest frustration is I was having encoder overloads the first night, and I only had one crash. So I made a bunch of adjustments, and things have been going pretty well. Well,
Nice.
Last night I crashed 4 times, which is the most I've crashed at all. But I've also, and it only happens when I'm traveling to town. If I travel to big towns, I crash. That's the only time it happens. And it's not every time, it's just sometimes. And I think what's happening is Diablo loads everything at one time, is what I'm convinced. I'm convinced it loads the full zone at one time. Because there'll be times where if you like run into a zone, it will like stutter a little bit on your way in. And it's just interesting. I know there's a PvP zone. I'm not stepping foot in there, bro. Not on hardcore. I'm good. Not 44 levels in. I'm like 25 hours in. I am not stepping into that area and dying. Like, I will lose my mind. I tell my wife every night when I go to stream it, I go, if you hear a long yell followed by some obscenities, it's me yelling because I died and I lost my playthrough of Diablo 4. I think I will cuss on stream if that happens. Like, if I die, especially if I get to like level 70 or 80 and I die, I think I'll lose it. I'll have to walk away for a bit. But I don't have anything bad to say about it. I've enjoyed the build diversity. I've enjoyed the fact that the way the dungeons are set up, you get these things called aspects. And when you hover the dungeon, it tells you which aspects in the dungeon. And aspects are things you can put on your gear. So like legendary gear has an orange text. Like a legendary passive, and that's what aspects are. So you can actually extract that from items and put it on other items, or you can do these dungeons and get ones that you have to put in through a codex, and they're interesting. Like, it gives you different play styles you can do. Like, I have one that if I get under healthy, which is like 90% health, it pops a shield bubble from Halo over my character, and I'm invulnerable in there for 6 seconds.
Let's go.
Or I have one that allows me to pop 2 Hydras at one time. So I can have 2 sets of Hydras out, but they have like half the duration that they normally have. Just different stuff. I think there's just so much build diversity. I think it's really, really good. I'm excited to see how things go on the other end of it. I know there's going to be people that are upset about the monetization of skins. I don't care. To be completely frank with you, that doesn't matter to me in any capacity. I looked at some of the skins. They look good. I'll get the skins from the battle passes when they release, and that's probably about it. Like, I've just been enjoying the game. There is a clan. There's an Up Your Experience clan if you want to join it. So we can do clan stuff together. I think that'd be fun. I'm excited to like do world bosses and dungeons and stuff like that with people.
Do you have to wait for like a specific level
Nope,
to do that?
You can do that right at the beginning of the game. It's open join too, so all you have to do is like you look up Your Experience and you can join.
I might have to do that.
So, but that's my TED Talk, I guess. There's some like gaming news stuff for Diablo, some of which I've already mentioned. I guess I can go ahead and touch on one other thing because I think this is hilarious, and that is there's a Diablo promotion.
Oh.
Yeah, for in-game cosmetic codes. Are you ready for the company that it's with, Bats?
No.
Kentucky Fried Chicken!
I knew it.
Yep. Order KFC online. Connect your KFC account to your I guess, Blizzard account to redeem your Diablo 4 in-game cosmetics starting today.
One sec.
I'm gonna look
Does
them up real
KFC
quick.
have an app?
Probably. Diablo 4 KFC skin. Hold on, I'm looking up the skins. I'm looking them up.
Does it look nice? I mean,
I don't-
I'm okay with ordering KFC online. 'Cause
So
KFC
here's the deal. I don't mind
you're looking
ordering
chicken.
these because I know Luke really wants to try KFC sometime.
He hasn't tried it.
Nah. Dude, it's just okay. Are you kidding me right now? It's just weapons, bro.
Do they look cool?
No.
mean,
They look bad.
I mean, KFC does be.
Bro,
sounding good.
I'm sending you the link for these right now. This is not okay. Also, I got a new keyboard. It's pretty sick. Mechanical keyboards are where it's at. If you ever think about buying one, you should do it. They are much better than the standard keyboard that I had before.
I'm getting attacked. This is horrible.
Anywho, that's pretty much all I had. I mean, like I said, I've just been on a major Diablo grind this week. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm gonna continue grinding that game. I've always been a huge Diablo fan, and I have been waiting. I have to say this. I have been waiting because my favorite thing about Diablo 3 is at the beginning of the game when you walk in and Deckard Cain goes, Diablo is the youngest of the primevals. In fact, I have a character in Guild Wars 2 named Deckard Bane. Because I just love Deckard Cain's shenanigans in Diablo 3. And he might get a mention. He might get a little shout out, you know? Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. No, I don't know. But anywho. Bats, how are your games?
Are we on to me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you can tell right now, I'm a little bit distracted. Because I'm
He's on
playing
V-Rising. Yep.
I am.
I know.
They had new updates, everything, and then I found out I lost my server, so I had to test this out, obviously. So I lost all of that. I'm not happy about it, but I'm okay with it because apparently, like, the update is fire, which is okay. I did get Diablo 4. I'm waiting on it, though, because, like I said, I just don't have the time to do what Blaze is doing, and there's no point in just playing by myself.
I mean, Embers is playing.
I haven't talked to Embers in a hot minute.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I know he's playing. I know he's in a casual playthrough right now.
Like, my problem is y'all time schedule is way different from mine because, like, I'm working 12 to 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I don't have the time to, like, go home, take a nap, wake up, play games, be awesome, you know, all that fun stuff. What is this?
True. Also, Bats hasn't been playing. Bats hasn't been playing. Bats hasn't been playing a lot of games. To be honest, like he's played like a little bit of Smite and Ghost of Tsushima for the most part.
Bro, this rat just killed me.
This is how Bats' games are going. The rat's like the archers in Smite, bro.
No, this rat is huge. I've never seen this thing before. Okay, but anyways. All right, now that we died.
Yeah.
I mean, those weapons are kind of okay. But anyways, so what I've been doing pretty much is just playing Ghost of Tsushima, which, let's be honest here, I played it when it first came out. I had fun with it, but then like it kind of fell off. Now it has like a whole bunch of add-ons that are actually pretty legit, and let's be honest, the PS5 with the graphics and everything, it looks awesome. I have been playing it non-stop, and they actually added a multiplayer called Legends.
Let's go.
Which is sick because they have a samurai, they have an archer, they have a, I want to say it's a monk, but it's not a monk. Whatever it is, it's just a healer. It's a support healer. I can't remember. And then they have an assassin, which is sick. And they're all like, it goes with the Ghost of Tsushima apparently, because these are all called like ghosts. They're when times are tough and everything. You fight Onis and all this, and it's, I don't know. I just had a blast. And I've been having a blast playing Ghost of Tsushima. I probably started like last weekend, and any of my free time, I'm just playing it. Other than that, we had our are set for comp, which I played that. I played a little bit of Smite here and there, and then that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm trying out V-Rising right now because I saw they had an update. They had a Plague Doctor DLC 2, which looks awesome. I think it's just cosmetics. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet because, like I said, they deleted my whole server, which I'm actually pissed about because I was pretty far on that server, and it just deleted because the game was already out. The game was full released when I bought it. The game was full released when I had the server. Where's my damn server?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So now I'm starting over. As you can tell, I was a little bit preoccupied. Now I'm dead, so I can take a moment real quick. Other than that, I had I guess I played Last Fortress 2, but that's been like slim to none too. I've just been doing my actual prerequisites for Alliance. And then just life stuff. That's about it. Like games have been slim to none for me besides Ghost of Tsushima, which I will tell you right now, for those of you that have played it and haven't played it since the update, I would recommend replaying it again. Because I got to what is it, Act 3 or some crap like that. I think it's Act 3. And I just stopped because I lost interest. Now I'm actually back on Act 2 already, playing through, just trying to complete everything.
Nice.
Pretty fun. I mean, obviously, me being the host, we've gone longer than I think we usually do. Which, that just means that I'm better at it.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Do you know what the next thing is there, bud?
Yeah. So in this host chat thing that has markers and stuff, we'll talk about some of the gaming stuff. All right. So, we've already talked about Diablo and the KFC thing.
There is something crazy in there.
The weapons don't look too
They're not bad, but I think you have to order 5 times. I'm not ordering 5 times for that.
I mean, I could see myself. Is it within a certain time frame?
I don't know,
Because
bro.
I could definitely, dude. We're talking about KFC mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I make better mashed potatoes at home. I'm not
Lies.
No.
Lies.
No.
I want this to be like an actual thing now.
Oh,
we're gonna have KFC potatoes and your potatoes, and we'll see who's better.
Yeah, mine's better, bro.
Lies.
I don't even eat gravy. It's better. I guarantee it.
Bro, lies. All right, but the next thing we have, I'll let Blaze talk about this one because I have no idea.
Okay, this is huge. And this is
LCSPA.
Yeah. So LCS is the North American League Conference. And for League of Legends.
Oh, for
the
League,
NA
okay.
the NA conference. The players walked out. They said we're not playing because the teams have amateur teams. So every team pays to be in. So every team, I don't know all the orgs that are there off the top of my head, but let's say you're part of Cloud9 Gaming or whatever. They have an amateur team too that helps build talent to get into the keep talent going at a high level.
Right.
Well, the NA version of this, the teams got together, they made a proposition to Riot. We're like, hey, can we scratch and get rid of these teams and all the coaches because we want to save money? And it's 70 players and coaches that will be losing their jobs and income because they don't want to field a challenger team is what they call it. And what's crazy about this,
I'd walk out too.
Yeah,
that just
is the
ridiculous.
players have walked out, and Riot has said that they're going to give them 2 weeks. If they don't come back in those 2 weeks, they're just going to cancel LCS entirely, and there will not be an NA team at Worlds.
I'm pretty sure that it sounds like they would be losing money.
It's just crazy, dude. It's just wild because when I think about esports, the first game that comes to mind is League.
Yeah.
It is the game.
And the thing that Riot doesn't understand is, okay, they may be amateurs, but even the semi and semi-pro players, they have connections with those amateurs when they're playing and everything like that. So they have because when you're in this game, you're in it for a very long time. So you create friendships, you create
But it's not like that. Like these are scrim partners.
partner.
Like
That's-
like these amateur teams are a technical free scrim partner to the pro team, right? Like because it's an
Yeah.
academy team. You're helping them get better. And I mean, this is
then-
it's wild. So and basically the teams are forced to either find people that will scab and play the game for them at a low level but keep them in, or nothing. And so far, there's been nothing. There's been no games played. I haven't
Yep.
seen an update today, but this is huge. I mean, when you talk about esports, Riot's at the forefront, man. Like League is the game. You see other people try to do it. It's not the same.
I mean, Fortnite's kind of up there, if we're gonna be honest.
I will
It's
say
kinda-
Fortnite was up there. If Fortnite kept its trajectory from that first season with that championship they had, I mean that if you look at the season 1 world championship
Also,
for Fortnite,
CS:GO.
that was wild. Yeah,
Let's talk
CS:GO's
about
up
it.
there.
Counter-Strike.
Um,
Counter-Strike is like way up there.
Fortnite, if it had kept its trajectory, I think we'd be talking as it being the number 1 esport overall. Now, what I will say about Fortnite, it's the most accessible esport
Yeah.
because they have tournaments weekly you can win, or like monthly you can win money in. I mean, it's crazy. So I don't know. I just think this is a wild take. I'm curious to see how it goes. I've been following a guy
I mean,
that does a news report about it every day, and it's been really, really interesting to follow.
I know this sounds bad, but I hope the players stick to their guns because that is just crazy to like.
No, they
just
should.
rip off.
They should.
It's like
These
I
are
don't know, it doesn't make sense.
multi-million-dollar worth orgs, and Riot's a billion-dollar company. Like, I don't mean to be
and they're
rude,
like,
and
oh,
I'm
well, save us some money.
Yeah.
Really, what money are you saving?
yeah, because like it's not like I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on it. Like, if you're a challenger team, that still gets you publicity, and I doubt I can't imagine they're making crazy. Maybe they're making crazy money. I don't know. I don't know how much a league pro
What
makes.
did I just read? Okay, I don't know the song, so don't hurt me on this. But I guess Michael Jackson, or P Diddy used a clip
Oh my
from
God.
one of Michael Jackson's songs, and now P Diddy owes $2,000 a day to
That's
Michael
crazy.
Jackson's
Okay,
corporation
hold
or
on.
something like that. And when you're thinking of that, that's nothing,
Bro,
That is
how much-
Absolutely nothing.
Bats, what do you think the average player in LCS makes?
Like pro, amateur.
So this is
semi-pro.
the North America top tier League of Legends competition. For their average player salary, what do you think it is? So their pro league.
I want to say they're probably paying them the low, like 20 grand a year, maybe.
No, this ain't Smite, bro.
Or- It's
Bats,
higher?
this is wild. I just googled it. This is
Higher?
wild.
50?
Oh, bro, it's not. You're not even close.
Still higher? 150? Still higher? Holy shit!
$410,000, dude.
A year?
Yep. Hal
Is
Vegas,
that
the
between,
executive.
like all
the-
5 or
Hal Vegas, the executive director of NA LCS Players Association, claims that average year salary for players in LCS North America was more than $410,000 in 2021. LCS player salaries rose to their highest levels ever.
I call BS. I'm sorry, there's no way.
The highest league
Not
player,
once?
yeah, the highest league player makes 1.3 million a year.
Bro, then why when I Google, how can I stop working and make
This
big
League of
money?
Legends not come up.
Does it? Yeah, exactly. Become a pro League of Legends player.
Yeah.
Had
But
it
I
said
mean-
that, I had to quit my job at like 18.
But this probably also has to deal with like,
Sponsorship.
well,
and all
no.
that.
I think this has to deal like how far they make it in playoffs because you'd obviously make more money.
I guess that's true. Well,
Because-
I guess okay.
yeah,
here's the thing,
'cause,
too.
like-
are they talking about like playoff win money too?
I think so. I
Are
think
they
it's all
adding that
included.
to there?
They have to be because like I just looked up league player salaries and the 100th person makes $17,000. But total per games after all their games they've played, they have 71,000 they've made.
Now, here's the real question: what does the owner of Riot Games make? Yearly?
Who knows, dude?
Yeah, that's
That-
the real question.
That's a lot
You
more than
know,
that.
That's like going, oh well, man, my workers make 50,000 a year. This is too much. What, you're making 200 a year? What do you mean it's too much?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think this is crazy. I want to see how it plays out. I've been following a guy that reports on it every day and been watching his stuff to see if anything crazy's happened. But so far, they've just held out, and I think they should continue to do so.
I do too. I honestly think they should stick to their guns because I think it's crazy that you would think that you're gonna do that to a whole bunch of people that pretty much keep you don't think about it, but when you think of I'm not saying bottom feeders in general, right? But it's like what you would think of with the fish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what those are they called bottom feeders? What the heck are those fish called? The ones that have the suction mouths?
Oh, I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I don't know what they're called though.
Yeah, they're cool. I don't know, but it's you always want to put them in your fish tank because they clean up the fish tank, they keep everything going. That's kind of like what the amateurs do. They're the ones who will always be ready to scrim to keep the pro players up and running. And then sometimes those amateur players become pros.
Yep.
So you're cutting off a whole source.
Yeah, of income.
But on to the next topic the Sonic creator.
Yeah.
Yuji Naka gets over 2 years in prison.
Yeah, insider trading, baby.
Crazy. Due to insider trading. How nuts is that?
It's funny. This was posted in the Simpy for Senpai Discord, and what I found funny is I saw something about this a while ago, and he hadn't been sentenced yet. He was under investigation, but he has now been sentenced. Yep. Unfortunate for him.
I don't even
Shouldn't
know
do
why
it.
you would need to do that.
Who knows, dude?
Sonic is huge.
Big dumb.
Other gaming news, the Vampire Survivors update brings relics, save resets, and I guess
bunch of stuff coming.
It's huge.
If you're a Vampire Survivors fan, or as Vio likes to call it, Vampire Walker, that game is getting. It's just so good, dude. It's so good. It gets so many updates.
Reading that, which is why I'm playing V Rising as of right now. Actually, I'm just gonna quit it because I know this will get me. I'm gonna be up later than what I need to be up because that's why we're doing it early because I was like I can't.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyways, it sounds good. Sounds great. I think we already talked about there is one person who already made it to level 100. Congrats, Rob.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other thing I want to talk about is Summer Games Done Quick was this week, and I have been following that pretty well. I've been watching certain games with Luke. Dude, there are some crazy, crazy plays. If you want to go see some of the craziest Mario you've ever seen in your life, go look up SGDQ 2023 Super Mario Maker 2 race. And the things they put into the game, wild. There's one where the creator made it where when you enter a pipe, it shoots you out of another pipe instantaneously like a portal. That's crazy. That level was wild to watch. Really, really cool. There is a blindfolded The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild run that I watched last night. Insane. There's also an Elden Ring run, and apparently he did Millennia blindfolded.
Bruh.
And I'm like, at what point?
Ring, when the heck are we gonna do that?
Not, dude. Diablo's the only thing on my mind right now. I got money on my mind.
Speaking of which, here's one thing that I forgot to add, which I sent to Blaze and got no comment on. Yeah. There's gonna be a live action Gundam.
Okay, yeah, the trailer for that looked like garbage though. Until I see actual.
Are you kidding me?
Until I see actual trailer, I don't care. It wasn't a real trailer.
That trailer did not look garbage.
It wasn't real.
It wasn't?
No, Bats. It literally said that they're planning on making a live action Gundam.
Dude, no, okay, look. They planned on it in 2021, and then there was nothing, and then they began to pick up hype again. Listen, don't dash my dreams, okay?
Oh, I want a live action Gundam too, but now,
honestly, I've heard that the live action One Piece is it's supposed to be fantastic.
Yeah, so April 28, 2023 is when we were told something, but only parts of what you were that thing you sent me, the trailer, only part of it I think was actual images of what they hoped to do.
Hey, look, I don't care if it's part of it. All that just looked awesome.
Also, here's my is it Amuro's story? Like, is it Amuro? Because like if it's Amuro, I'll watch it, but I don't know if I care as much.
See, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Because I'm not an
It could
Amuro
just
stan.
be-
I'm
It
not
could
an
just be a
RX-78
collab
stan.
of like a crap ton of Gundams.
It could.
They
It could.
You know,
You know what we need?
honestly, if they just make a whole new story, I don't care.
You know what we need?
As long as it's got Gundams in it.
You know what we need?
If you say
Did you-
Witch of Mercury live action,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
don't care about
deny you on
no.
that.
Did you ever play Dynasty Warriors Gundam?
Yes,
We need a new one. Those
I'm
games
okay
were
with that.
sick.
they actually were.
They're really good.
Didn't they get to like 4,
No, 2.
2?
Yeah.
What am I playing as 4? I bought one for PlayStation that was like Gundam something 4. I don't know. I have to look at it at some point. It was pretty fun. No,
Maybe-
you know what we need? Zoids. A new Zoids game.
Okay, I lied. There were 3 of them. I was wrong. There was 3. But why isn't there another one? You know?
Yeah, they can make 4. Maybe that's what I
Is
was
there
thinking.
Is there a 4th one? Wait. No, there is a
is?
4th one,
Ah, that's
but it's
what I
not
bought.
but it's not called Dynasty Warriors Gundam 4.
Oh,
It's Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn.
maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Just think about everything that's
I know
happened
I
since
know
then.
I got it. That is true. Think of all the new Gundams they could add into it and everything like that.
Is it on PC?
I know it's on PlayStation.
Oh no, it's not on PC, but people have like ported it over to PC.
I mean, you can
Interesting.
port it over to PC. Let's be honest
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
oh, another topic that I just remembered. Okay, I don't know if this is getting a little bit dicey for the podcast, but it's not like as borderline as you think. So this is for Kenny.
Kenny got a
read
Pinta last night. I forgot to mention that on Yorm.
I read an article the other day that apparently this guy, so you know how with all these pay sites and everything, you can pay certain people to do things.
I don't want to say yes to the statement because that's a slippery slope. But yeah, yeah, Etsy exists.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go with the basic one, like what is it, the host thing, like you can pay a girl to hang out with you,
Oh,
pretty
like
much,
gamer,
on
like the gaming one.
go on dates and stuff like that. Yeah, and you can pay girls to so apparently there was a guy that paid a girl to just play Yu-Gi-Oh with him. Every week. So much so that this girl actually started building her own decks.
She's cracked at Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's go, dude.
I was like,
Let's go.
Bro, how do you get addicted to that so quick? But I mean, I
Yeah.
get the addiction sort of, but it was just that's so funny that it all started out as just hey, play Yu-Gi-Oh with me. Now I guess they just do
Yeah,
it
I
all
just
the
laughed.
time.
I just laughed because it's Yu-Gi-Oh. I laughed because the other day someone was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, and they're like, I was fine until I was fine up until Fusions. After that, the game was crap, and I just this guy gets it.
Yeah.
I've seen so much Yu-Gi-Oh talk this week, and I'm just
Oh my
oh my
gosh.
goodness. I mean,
just had
to
to
each their
laugh
own,
because I
man.
was what's this article?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll say
I
this.
just thought it was funny.
Maybe this is a bad take, but I will say this. I think sometimes it's hard in the gaming space, especially now, where Discord exists. It's really hard to sometimes bridge the gap, and I think about Guild Wars 2, where everything was on TeamSpeak, but we would talk in text chat, and people would join the TeamSpeak afterwards, and sometimes it's hard to do that. And obviously it's Smite that we're playing that makes that more difficult, I feel like, for the majority of our time. But I think sometimes it's hard to make that connection and try to talk to people. And if you feel like that's the facet you have to go to get people to play a game with you, no shame on you, dude. I get it to an extent where
I honestly just thought it was funny because
Yeah.
it was you just because
I've
let's
seen
face
those
it,
things where they do the gaming dates, or I forgot what they call it, but I mean whatever. They sit down, they play Valorant together for an hour or two, and they they have a fun time. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Mine's more of and let's be honest here, there are a select few of women out there that play Yu-Gi-Oh, and then for somebody just out of nowhere, you're just hey, you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh with me, teach them the game, and they're like, ha ha, I have my own deck.
Yeah, they're like, I'm cracked at this.
I know. It's
That's
like,
pretty
I'm
cool.
sitting here like reading every card. Like, I don't think I understand how this works.
Dude.
What is 1, 2, and then if 2 works, then I have to get a different card that has
Yeah.
5 and 6. Wait a minute here, and then if 6, I got to go back to the other card, which is 1. Wait.
My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh meme of the week is a Final Fantasy 14 meme, the online game, where there's somebody and it shows the card like art is everybody's like attacks or whatever, and then there's a text. They're like, the new raid or dungeon, whatever came out. They're like, it's like literally going through a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like they're like, because there's just so many different interactions. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. So like I used to play the Yu-Gi-Oh games as a kid, like on the PlayStation stuff. But I was a major Magic the Gathering person.
Mine was Game Boy.
And Magic the Gathering as a card game makes sense to me. Yu-Gi-Oh made sense up until a point, but this 8-minute turn crap that exists on Master Duel, I mean, it turned me off the game.
They got rid of it. They actually shortened it.
Is it 4 minutes?
I think it's like 5.
Not short enough. I think it should be 4.
It could be less. Like
Aria said it's worse now. Anyway, when Aria was in chat the other day and said that Yu-Gi-Oh now has a deck that you can, so you'll spend your whole time turn 1, the enemy will go, and then you win turn 2. Because you just take their turn basically, and it's like I don't care.
That's what doesn't make it fun.
Yeah,
I'm sorry when you can just sit there and steamroll your opponent because it's like, oh, hey, I drew this. Because I drew this, I search my deck, I draw this. Because I drew this, I search my deck again, I draw this. Oh, because I have these 3 down, I search my deck, I get this, I use these 3 to make this, and now I get to search my deck again. Oh, you think you have a turn? No, I'm not done yet because I get to search my deck again. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this spell card. This spell card lets me do this. I hate it. And I'm looking at you, Kenny, because you do this to me all the time. And it's what aggravates me, and this is why I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
he's like Dude Man with the King Arthur ults last night.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was hilarious. I'm glad it was on my team.
I as soon as he found out, I was like, oh, we're not gonna have a fun time anymore, and we did not. I'm glad he did, but the rest of us did not.
Oh, I had a blast.
Okay, let me phrase that. I'm glad he did, but my team was like, I'm done. Like, text chat was like, I'm done playing. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was rough. But, so I guess since I am the host, I have to do names of the week.
I have something to say about the first one.
Which I guess we don't... Oh, no, I guess we do have a lot. Wait, is that the one?
Fuego Maego is the first one.
Wait, hold on. Nope.
First one is Fuego Maego, May 29th.
Hold on. Okay.
It's an Izanami picture.
Here we are. I was 3 weeks off. All right.
about to get a long list of names of the week, bro.
I know. I was like, man, I am. Okay, so we got Fuego Maego, which was an Izanami. This one, we have Mr. Propaganda, Rockaholic, Dark Master Jesus. I'm a wizard for reals. I Crazy Dolphin. Well,
yeah,
wait a minute here.
We know I Crazy Dolphin. Gilly got them in a game.
I was like, no, we know that.
Yeah, Gilly got them in a game.
I don't pay taxes. Clorox. Twitch Loot Goblin. King Wet Farts. Pormengunder. The Broner. Santivar?
Oh, that's the same. No, someone took. It's the same one. Someone just took a bigger
right.
screenshot of it.
Snorlax, level 900. I don't.
Cabbage Merchant was that one, I think.
I was gonna say, is this supposed to be Cabbage Merchant or the Ooh-ah?
Yep.
The Lore Bringer, I guess too. I don't know. VO, you need to specify. Egg Swag Daddy.
That's it.
Yeah, that was all of them. That was like the least exciting name of the week there was.
I didn't play a lot of Smite this week. I played a lot of Diablo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. You can't find some funny names in Diablo?
No,
Jeez.
because no joke. I have not seen many players because it's hardcore. I don't see.
Yeah,
I
that's
see
true.
players like every once in a while, and that's it. That's it.
Other than that, I can just say let's keep up on watching Birdie, I guess, for Blaze's sake. I have, I think, 2 episodes to catch up on. I've been busy. As always, I think we're done. Are we done? Can I deem we're done? Or do like we have to
shout-outs?
be... Well, yeah, but like we got to shout out, then do done,
Yeah, then we're done. Yeah.
I don't know how this works.
Yeah, shout outs, then we're
Usually
done.
you're like, hey, I'm wrapping up, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, shout outs, then we're done.
All right, so as always, shout outs to all you listeners out there for keeping this going. Don't forget to do those comments. If you leave a comment, though, please specify in more than one
cringe.
word.
Yeah, more than cringe.
More than one word is what's going on, because obviously that doesn't mean anything to me, nor does it bother me. I'm sorry. I've heard way worse. But yeah, as always, keep it real, guys. Thanks for the support. We're always open to suggestions and listening. Shout out to... We're just going to say shout out to Gackel right now, because holy crap. He has been crazy in the jungle for the comp team. Like nuts. This man chases people down past 2 towers into a Phoenix to get a kill, and somehow still survives.
I think there was a play where he dove tier 2 and I'm like, did they get out? And he's like, yes. And I almost Apollo ulted their Phoenix with tier 1 and tier 2 up just to like get them. Oh man.
But this man will go to such lengths just to get like, you're just like, back off. He's like, no. I
need this kill, bro.
I got this. Yeah.
Gotta get it.
Other than that, we will let Blaze do the rest of the shout outs because he's got his little notebook like over to the side.
Shout outs to Fuego My Ego, who is in the names of the week. They're in my rank game and then they followed the Twitch stream, baby. A few days later, I was like, yo, I've seen you before. They're from comp. I've seen them around. Shout outs to Sammy for Senpai, putting out all that great content. They are looking for questions of the week, and I put some bangers in there, so make sure to check them out. Shout outs to Dare Drops. We've been doing a lot of stuff over there. I'm supposed to be playing Proto Deltroid, I think is what it's called. It's a like Mega Man-esque game. I'll play that sometime this week. But overall, there's a ton of good stuff happening over there. They got a bunch of new Daredevils, and it's just exciting times. Shout outs to Guardians of Mental Health. We just wrapped up Mental Health Awareness Month. Just a great month overall of roundtables, charity, stream weekend, stream nights, the whole 9. It's been a blast over there as well. And then just shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to Bats for hosting today and putting up with my birthday donation shenanigans, which, just for doing fun stuff for the community, man. That's what it's about. Watch out for Marbles League coming to you soon. Bye.
Also, I want to say shout out to all you that forced me to do this. Not really.
Oh, do you want the list?
No, I don't need the list. But also, one quick thing before we go. For those of you that are in the Discord or want to be in the Discord, let us know. And then post questions if you want to have questions you want to ask us or anything like that.
Yeah, we'll answer them.
While we're thinking it up.
You just let us know.
Other than that, we'll catch everybody later.
Bye.
Peace.